Hello, in this video, we want to present about the linear regression project. This is our group members.
Let me start with the introduction. Our project, we make some research about the grades earned by students, and we also want to know what is really affect the final exam score. So, the title of our project is Extra Study Time After School Affect the Grades Earned by Students. This study was conducted on a group of students. This paper, it is tried to find out a correlation between the minutes of study and final score. Then, the simple regression equation of minutes of study and final score are fit for a group of students. Next, population and variable. If we want to define a population and variable, we need to have the statement like for the title. So, our title is Extra Study Time After School did affect the grade earned by students. If, based on the intro, we can get the data from it, and we need to search about population and variable. For the population is student, we do some research in a group of students, and explanatory variable is minutes of study. Response variable is final score, and the research question is there a correlation between minutes of study and final score? The hypothesis is students with the highest score also have the higher minutes of study, and the positive correlation can be seen in the next slide.
The data collected is obtained from our research on the internet, where we found a research paper written by William Young for his study to determine the correlation between extra study time after school to grades earned by students. We have used 20 data for students' minutes of study and students' final score in Dam Neck, Virginia.
Study design and result. To find the result, we use graphing method and data analysis. First of all, we need to insert the data in these two columns. Select both columns and select scatter in this tab. After that, we add the trend line in the graph. Next, select linear and check the boxes for display equation and display R-square value. The regression equation and R-square value will appear on the graph. Then, state the R value using R-square value, which is 0.2748. This is the result for the scatter plot graph. Next, for data analysis. First, select data analysis and select regression. And then, select the cells that contains the data. After that, the output will appear. So, this is the value for correlation coefficient, which is 0.2748. And also, we can see the regression equation here, which is y equal to 0.0118x plus 90.7358.
To make a decision and determine the final hypothesis, we use a hypothesis testing procedure. The first step is to state the hypothesis. The null hypothesis states that rho equals to 0, which means there is no significant correlation between the x and y variables in the population. The alternative hypothesis states that rho is not equal to 0, which means there is correlation between the x and y variable in the population. The second step is to find the critical value. Since confidence interval is 0.05 and the value for degree of freedom that we get is 18, the critical value we can obtain from the t-distribution table is 2.101. The third step is to compute the test value. By using the formula, we get 1.21 as the test value. The fourth step is to make the decision. We do not reject the null hypothesis because the test value does not fall in the critical region. The final step is to make the conclusion to summarize the result. At alpha equals to 0.05, we can conclude that there is no relationship between the minutes of studying and the students' final grades. Thus, students with higher final score do not have higher minutes of study.